Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the replay crew. Good one, 7th. Oy, oy, oy. What a morning. I got a lot of stuff done. I also managed to clog my vacuum cleaner. So I've got to see. I can't take this off. Well, no, I really don't want to. So I'm trying to figure out how to unclog it. So, nope, that ain't gonna work. That's still not long enough. The exciting life of being a housewife. So yeah, I'm trying to find any scissors that are even remotely long enough, and I don't think so. Nope, that ain't gonna work either. And I know it's around this corner, and I really can't. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go get that stick I have in the bathroom. It has a purpose. It does have a purpose. Hold on. Believe it or not, it does have a purpose. I have cabinets, and one barely fits in, an add-on cabinet I got from Amazon. Barely fits in to where it's at. So when I drop makeup down behind it, I don't want to have to pull the whole thing out. I can just get it so. Oh. Yeah, I don't have anything. Somewhere I have a wire hanger left. But yeah. God, I haven't had anything go to the dry cleaner in I don't know how many years. But I'm trying to. But yeah, what I do with this thing is I pull it out just a little, see what I dropped, give it a swat, and have it roll out the front. Hey, buddy, how are you, sweetheart? Trying to unclog the vacuum hose because I know what it's full of. Well, it's not clogged at that end, so that means it's clogged right there. It's full of cat hair. Imagine that. So I don't know if I can. How bad is it? Oh, I did a good number on this one. Lovely. Okay, this is going to be fun. I got to figure out how to. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just keep working with it. It does, but it's stuffed. The thing is, I'm worried about is, and I can't. This vacuum cleaner is so old. Oh yeah, it's wedged in there good. It is really wedged in there good. No, that's not gonna work. Shit. Now I got the. There we go. It's stuck in there good. I'm gonna have to sit there and work at it. Hopefully not burn up my vacuum cleaner. My vacuum cleaner is hey, Jim, how goes it? Flattery will get you everywhere. There's a stick. A thicker stick. I tried, and so when I get off here I'll try again. And it just may be I'm gonna have to find a bendy wire. Because it's yeah, I can't take the hose off of this. But what I'm running with is a it's got to be a good 20 years now. An Electrolux canister vacuum. I mean, how many people have those nowadays? A, it was free, so I still got mine. But yeah, long-haired cats, and if I do any kind of, if I go around the edges or whatnot, I end up with cat hair, and it builds up over time, especially now that they're shedding. Yeah, gotta love it. So I'm gonna be fighting with this for the next, I don't know how long. I don't have a wire. I have to go to the garage. But on a good note, I did find the gimbal, and I will be going live from the hillside tomorrow. It is supposed to be, let's see, at least almost 60. So God forbid I might actually break out the shorts. I've only wore them one time this year. It's 57. It was supposed to be 63, 64 today. I don't know if we're gonna hit it or not. Sunny, really? No, I don't think that's sunny at all. But yeah. It is supposed to be about this time tomorrow. We're looking at about 55 degrees with winds at 5 miles an hour coming out of the north to northwest. So that'll be nice. I was out there planning a geocache. I still have to upload all that information so people can find it. Yesterday, I got the kids out, got them some exercise. Be spending a lot of time out in the woods this summer with them, away from any kind of cell phone signal there is, so that they can disconnect, or they'll just, they're playing Pokemon, which is nice, but they're missing everything they're seeing out and about. Being on the plus side, they didn't see how many bees were out yesterday. I mean, the one caught in my hair, one caught in her hair. I mean, oh man, rain. Wouldn't mind 87 for one day. And rain, we'll probably get rain later today. So yeah, they call this sunny, and I don't know what planet they're on, but this is not sunny. Yeah, been missing getting out there with just any time of outside. It's another reason I'm willing to wait on this surgery till the end of August, till I've taken the kids outside and we're not limited to inside the house. But and I've lost enough weight. I haven't even jumped on the scale lately, but this one, which I got from Paola, I absolutely love it, so I wouldn't wear it too often. They're little ravens. It was supposed to go on my index finger. It doesn't fit that's why I started. It was too loose for my index finger. That's why I stopped wearing it, because God forbid I did not want to lose this. So, but now it fits on my middle, and it's even big on my middle finger. I mean, yeah, but I can wear it there and feel a lot safer. But yeah, I've been, for lack of anything, because I just hate watching the news. I mean, I'll get asked, what's happened here? I don't know. I haven't done my news blast to find out if it's in the news. And our news blast is, yes, hello. Come here, babies. Come here, babies. Can I show you off for a minute? She's like, oh, hell no. You're going to pick me up. Yep, nope. Picking up was not a good thing. She didn't want to have anything to do with it. Goose, 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 goose. She's like, come on, goose, goose. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Can I slowly bring in the other hand? Oh, I mean, she's great if you want to love on her and touch her. She'll fall to the floor. No, she's like, I want outside. She'll drop to the floor. And you have to bend over and pet her there. You go to pick her up, she's gone. So, the fresh air was so good. Just being outside felt so good. But yeah, I'll show off people what Washington looks like on the east side. We're all not rain, we're all not gloom, and yeah, we should have blue skies tomorrow. Well, you never know what they decide to do, what kind of skies they let us have. But, I'm one of those people. I call it skywriting. But the reason I been labeled this, I've been watching dating videos. Oi, oh my, yeah. Women these days, at least from what I watch on Alpha Central and um Griffin something. He's the one who gave me the idea for this lamp, which looks really pretty, but I have to have the window open so little mamas can look out the window on the cat tree. Um, you don't have power? Oh, good old PG&E. Uh, oh yeah, Bremerton's a nice area. They have a military school. I've threatened to send the 13-year-old there, who's going to be 14 in a few days. He can go there for a few weeks. My son's stepson, I guess you could. They're going to get married eventually. They just, yeah, financial reasons. They're not married yet. Um, he did that. I think it was 6 weeks. They went, and he had to have a certain number of white shirts, a certain number of white slacks, and then I think gray sweatpants to wear. Oh, it was very much a military school. And he did good. I kind of wish the lessons would have carried over, but they didn't. So, oh yes, yeah, I call them chemical clouds. So now, Ohio, was that the state that banned that kind of stuff? One of the states, or at least a couple of the states, have banned that lovely skywriting. Unfortunately, since I'm a blue state, they probably won't. I don't end up with a lot of it over me because nobody, there's not a population here to spray like a bug. So, I mean, a whole 2,000 people aren't going to make a difference. It's concentrate. I can see it. Or if they do spray here, and because most of our winds are out of the west, they tend to. Oh, good old Fort Lewis. I'm in the flight path between the firing center and Fort Lewis McChord Joint Base now. And it drifts right into the city, and you can watch it, and it's just terrible. Oh, yeah. We've never lost, purposely, at least up here, lost power, but um, I have been planning for it. Uh, because I have no doubt that our power company, and a lot of our power is hydroelectric, because of our rivers, rivers. We have some of the cleanest power, but I wouldn't put it past them to short us, even though our state owns all the dams and the equipment, short us on power for profit to sell to another state. They already do that with water. So I was really irritated, to be honest, when in office decided to make sure California had enough water and took some water from the Great Pacific Northwest. And I'm like, the fuck are you doing? It's our water. We have crops. We have, services that need water. I was not happy because California does not manage their water responsibly. I mean, how many houses burn so little tiny smelts could? It's bullshit. But that's just me. Yeah. Yeah. We got our area got, well, not fortified. That's not the word I'm looking for. More power, uh, better power poles because our system up here was ancient. And now that we have all the warehouses that need all the extra power for the apples, they went through and uh, way taller power poles. They're metal. They can control. They can carry way more lines. Because if we had a used to be if it had a high wind, we were out of power. I can still watch the uh, lights flicker when we have a high wind because no one's ever done anything with this place. Oh, probably since '86. Um, when the warehouses came in, by God, they were on the ball, making sure that was all. They had enough power to get through there. Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, no, they just piped it all out to sea. I mean, we have reservoirs that are full every year. Okay, Catchless didn't really get full this year, and they didn't allow people to go on it. Can't say that I blame them because um, a lot of people would, well, Rimrock here when they would get rid of the water, let it go at the end of the season. People get out there with their quads and whatnot and run around in that silt at the bottom, but there's so many tree trunks up at Catchless yet still, so they didn't let people out there. Um, but no, I don't. Well, I don't remember 7th May. But yeah, someone on Facebook, was trying to explain to me the water usage and they're back east and you know, uh, the fire hydrant issues. I'm like, no, that's not my issue. Yeah, that was a problem. My issue is my water's going so they can waste it and run it out to sea. I mean, granted, it'll come back around and we'll have it in the rivers, but still. Uh-uh. All righty, I have then so it begins. I have meds that are ready. I have to stop by there tomorrow, and I forgot to call and tell them I don't need another one. Last night, I just went through the Fred Meyers app and what I needed. 18 are refillable, so I just started writing down numbers. Evidently, two of the numbers are the same thing, kind of, but not. Yeah, one's 25 extended, and the other one's 50 extended. So yeah, I got a call this morning, but I was still asleep. But really, wow! I'm the whole town here would have it runs down the sidewalk, it runs down the edge of the sidewalk to the drain. Good Lord. And I would take the times we've had droughts, which isn't too far, is usually far between, few and far between up here. Um because we have senior water rights for irrigation. We're right basically at the top of the valley, so um but I would use gray water from washing my dishes. I would wash my dishes into just use a pan, and then I would take it out and I'd water my plants with that because soap is just a sticker. It's not going to hurt it. So, yeah, I know. Oh, God, here they come in. So, tomorrow, after going up there, I'm going to have to hit Fred Meyers. But I might as well get them all done now. Uh, oh, and again for the title, I have been watching Griffin something. Said he gave me the idea for the light uh, Alpha Central. Jesus, I'd hate to be dating in this world, especially as a younger person. Yep. Yeah, they will run. And for a while there, when nobody was in the basement, if somebody used the bathroom downstairs and didn't get the faucet off just right, yeah, I would get a little notice on my door that I possibly have a leak. Then I have to run downstairs. So, oh, perfect. Perfect, Seventh. That's an excellent way to do it. Yeah. I need to redo the toilet. I mean, not it doesn't run, but its handle's starting to too many years with little kids learning how to use the toilet and flush it. The little chrome handle's coming off the holder where the handle sits. I either have to replace it or see if there's an Allen wrench underneath there that I can just push it into place and tighten it. Yeah, because I'm just gonna end up with no. One of these days, the chrome little piece is just gonna come right off. I'm like, yep. Because yeah, granddaughter is fully potty trained. I am so happy. No more diapers. Oh man, I don't even know where my wash. I think mine just goes. Yeah, I don't know exactly. God, all right. Oh Jesus, here they come again. Um, I actually don't plant a whole lot. I didn't plant a garden last year. Need to plant a garden this year. I don't think I'll need to plant tomatillos. They'll come up on their own. They're volunteer now, whether I like it or not. It is so nice. And what I do, I always keep in a. But if you want to be more discreet, I always keep a diaper in the car. I have WeatherTech, but I also carry around children who spill things. So you just take that diaper, put it on the ground, let it soak up all your pop or your juice or whatever, throw it away. If you want to be more discreet, you can, I guess, carry a poise pad, an incontinence pad in your car. My age, no one would think twice. Well, I would have one of those in my car versus a diaper, but great for just, ah, damn it, okay, kid spilled something. Throw the diaper or whatever over that, and it'll just soak it up, and they're not, sitting in. Well, their feet can't touch the floor, but yeah. Oh, cool. Mine still don't know. It would probably require a hole in the wall. But yeah, yeah. After having the 9-year-old when she was little, that was perfect. I also take. I'm one of the. I take when the 9-year-old was done with her diapers years ago, I'd take him and I'd cut one side of the diaper into a big pan, shake it, and get all those little crystals out. Those the polymer water crystal whatever things. Shake them all out. Run them through a mesh strainer. Get most of the fuzz out that you can, the diaper fuzz, and throw that away. And then I just store all the little water crystals. It does tend to do that when they get old and cracked. But they, yeah, and that's so I have a jar of a dill relish jar full of those little water crystals, and so like house plants, and you sprinkle them, and they help keep your house plants watered or whatever you want to start seeds in that stuff. It works pretty good. So here, I'm gonna highlight this so if anybody watches this again, they're gonna know why we're laughing. But oh man, I was sitting there. And Alpha Central tend to be my my go-to in the morning for something to listen to while I put my makeup on, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit better. Um, Jesus, these women that oh well, we're dating, or your first date. Oh, we should be going to a 4-star or 5-star restaurant. I'm like, really? No, no. I mean, well, for one, for me, I'm a picky eater. I probably wouldn't eat anything there, but unless it had fish and chips, then then I would. But I got thinking this morning, how the hell do men afford it? You get women who basically want to get a week's worth of eating in one meal. And then I'm like, how do they afford it to be able to go out on dates like this? Yeah, I wish I would love to figure out how to do a soundboard. That would be awesome. I got to figure out how to do it. Was it? Daughter looked at me the other day. Oh, she was talking, and just like me, words don't quite come out like they're supposed to. And she just looked at me like, "What the hell did I just say?" She's like, one word came in front of the other. They were all out of order how they came out. And I told her, I said, "You did that," and my brain heard the Windows XP startup with a little thung in the background. Yeah. Oh, he'd know how to do it. I'll have to remember that. But yeah, she just looked at me, and that's all I heard in my head was that Windows sound with the thunk. I might be able to find it. I know y'all have heard it. It's a Windows XP, so I know this generation has heard it all. So let's see. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it because I can't show, but I can at least have you hear it. That's pretty much what I heard. What I heard in my head when she gave that look like, what did I just say? So, we all remember, or at least our generation has fond memories of XP. I don't even know what level. What are they at now for Windows? 11, I think. I can't keep track. Yep. That little thunk, or the one you would get, the sound you would get when all the windows would lock up on you. You'd get several cascading, and the whole thing locks up. So, I still have. If I have an XP, I got to get information off of. Oh yes, you've got mail. There was a great sound, and I could probably find it now, but I had it for the longest time on we had a compact computer, and so for AOL, since we started out when I think it was like AOL 2.0, back when you got the discs in the A drive discs in the mail, not the CDs. But it was from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Oh, I love that show. God, that was hilarious. Sci-Fi Channel, 9 o'clock, Saturday mornings. Perfect viewing. But it was, I think it was Servo. And you'd hear the AOL, "You've got mail," and Servo going, "Pattern baldness." So you've got mail, pattern baldness. So that was perfect for my house since I only had boys. So yeah, I had that for the longest time, and it was just a sound clip from probably Napster, maybe LimeWire. But then I couldn't find it again after we got rid of the old compact and upgraded to a Dell. Still got that Dell in the basement. But yep. I still have an AOL email address. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, that's cool. I'll never make it to the UK. They're either done it or trying to make a law there that if you disparage somebody or s- you know put something up that they don't like, that government doesn't like, that if you travel from my country to there, you can be arrested when you get off the airport. I'm like, what the fuck? Now, that's 84 was supposed to be a fiction novel, not a how-to-do book. And that's what it seems to become, you know. And so I told both my parents when they crossed, I said, "You guys are lucky. You guys are escaping this dystopian nightmare we're going into." Yeah, granted, mom was 87 and dad was 91 when they crossed, but yeah. I said, "You guys are escaping. I mean, you thought COVID was bad. Yeah. You know, so I'll probably never travel. My mouth would get me in trouble in probably multiple countries just for the anti-government stuff I like to post." Um, yeah, but that was another question I thought of when I was sitting there listening to this, putting on makeup on how people can afford it. And oh, that's what it was. Another thing that seems to be an issue is weight versus height. Women expect men to be so tall, you know, that they have, but yet I get a kick out of these when they ask a girl, "What's your height expectancy?" "Well, over 6 feet." And then they're like, "Okay, well, here, jump on the scale. Let's see what you weigh." And they pitch a fit because well, I can't jump on the scale, and I agree with the people who are asking the questions. You're asking to lose weight. This guy cannot get any taller. So you're putting, unrealistic expectations, because I forget what they said percentage of the population is over 6 feet tall. Oh, same here, hon. Same here. It's sad to say I was really proud of myself when I finally got below 200. I was like, yay! Stepping on a scale at the doctor's office last Friday, it was fully dressed, my half a pound of jewelry, uh, shoes, had a Crunchwrap Supreme and a large Diet Pepsi on the drive over, and I still weighed 198 pounds. So, yeah. Nope, two wrongs don't make a right, though. They never do. Though, but oh God, that reminds me of a joke I heard. Kids, kids in class, and the teacher's trying to teach them, uh, two negatives in a sentence make a positive. And the teacher's like, well, two negatives can make a positive. No, yeah, two negatives can make a positive, but two positives can't make a negative. Kid in the back of the room raises his hand, and the teacher's like, yes. And the kid looks at his teacher and goes, yeah, right. And I'm like, oh. But I'm like, yeah, touche. Yeah, I remember the old days of, yeah, right. That's like back in the days when, oh, snap. So, that was good. That was good. If it ever came up, I taught the kids that if they ever have to, teacher ever tells them that in class, that should be their response. They may have to go stand in the hall for 30 minutes, but it'll be worth it. I mean, the 9-year-old was the only girl in class when the teacher asked during Zoom. Thank God it was just preschool. Um, uh, how many kids like wearing masks? And I guess most of them raise their hand and they're like, well, how many don't like wearing it? And she's sitting there with a redhead going, over here. Yeah. And I'm like going, good for you. Good for you. So, but yeah, I'm like, I got lucky. Yeah, my requirement was at least 6 foot. I got taller than 6 foot and 6'2", and my youngest is 6'2". My oldest is 5'11". But he puts on Doc Martens and he's 6 foot. So, but yeah, I used to love the people who'd come back with how did that go? Oh, what's the old comeback of to your fat? You go, yeah, I may be fat, but you're ugly and I can diet. So it's like, yep, but I can be an asshole at times. I mean, my oldest, that he was very proud when he was in school. I didn't, yeah, I'm with you right there. Always find their birth weight out. Both mine were 9.5 pounds. I found out when I was pregnant from my mother-in-law that uh, Keith weighed 10 pounds, 15 ounces. His brother weighed 12 pounds, straight up 12 pounds, 24 inches long. This woman had him naturally. I'm like, oh, hell no. I had C-sections. Yeah, they the first one, the baby shower, got all those cute little newborn clothes that didn't fit at all. So so the second one, I'm like, maybe something in 3 to 6 month sizes. So I'm under tall, and I still have a Garfield alarm clock that works. Um, yeah, they were both over 9 pounds, and um, the second time, the doctor's like, "Would you like natural? Would you like to try this one natural or no C-section?" She said, "Schedule me, I'll come in." Said, "I'll come in, I'll have my hair, makeup done, and I'll be ready to go." And so they scheduled me and did a tubal at the same time. So, God, I only regretted the tubal for about 2 seconds when some child down the hall cried, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, we're good. I'm just not. No, I am not breeder material at all." It's like, no, I'm 2 is fine. 2 is enough. I asked hubby later on, "How many kids did you, when you were younger, did you want?" Went, "None." I went, "Oh, that's good to know now." 2 kids later. But I'm like, 2 kids for me are perfect. 1 child for each parent to deal with, when you're walking someplace. I've got 1 kid. Go chase that other one down the hall in the grocery store. Will you please? Yeah, I don't blame you. My grandpa was 6'5". Mama was 5'4", just like I am. Neither one of my brothers are very tall, so I'm not sure. Ted, I haven't a clue. I thought Ted was short. My oldest half brother said no. He's a fairly tall guy. I still don't even know what the hell he looks like. So yeah, it was kind of too late. The as it works right now, one of the guys at their work is gone, so my youngest is coming into work early, so he gets to have his first break is hubby's lunch, so they get to uh, have break lunch together. You know, I sent him with some macaroni and cheese the other day, and he just the youngest just scarfed it down. Homemade macaroni and cheese, and we're still eating that because it's like, well, he decided to use the whole bag that I vacuum sealed of macaroni. So that was over a pan, over a certain recipe size. So we had those big 9 or whatever, those huge glass pans. We're still working on that macaroni and cheese that got made Sunday. So it's good. It's really, really good. Couldn't get the daycare kids to eat it though. The 9-year-old's like, I don't like those crumbles on top. They're panko breadcrumbs, lightly browned with some butter. I don't like those. And he's like, why don't you like them? She's like, I don't know. I said, she's used to stuff that comes out of a box or one of those little things you shove in the microwave. He's like, oh, yeah, because I mean, I'll eat homemade macaroni and cheese, but I won't eat that orange caca. I can't. It's just no. I grew up with that stuff, and my father would put peas in the middle. Still, nope, can't eat it. Nope. What did I see go by? Where did it go to? Gosh darn it, my phone went black. I want to say I just saw some Dabu 7. He'll have a show tomorrow night. What did I see? Hudson River helicopter. Oh no. We lost 6 people in the Coast Guard to a crash. That sucks. No, there should not be that type of orange at all. It's unnatural. I mean, even if you use a good, nice colored cheddar, it's still not going to be that color. So, yeah, I'm the 13-year-old soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna start calling him 14, so I just get used to it. Loves orange. I'm not a fan of the color orange. I mean, it's all right in the sunset, or the food you're eating. I love oranges, but I'm just not a fan of the color orange. I mean, purple, fine. Purple's great, lovely, purple. But, mm-mm. Um, and I can only tolerate certain yellows. Um, there's those kind of like, well, I guess they're kind of like orangey yellows. Just don't like them either. Because every house we had growing up, no matter what color the kitchen was when we first moved in, mother promptly painted it yellow. Oh, it needs to be bright and welcoming like the day. I'm like, oh, geez, no, I don't want to turn the light on and blind myself. Yeah, and so it's like I at Mount Rainier one year where I'm standing there at the rail looking up at I think Stevens Creek, and and we're talking and about something, and people walk next to me, and I'm not even paying attention because they're there to do their thing, and I'm there to do my thing. And me and hubby are talking, and I'm like going, I hate the color yellow, because we're talking about kitchens. And I look over to the people next to me, and I'm not sure what country, he's Asian country, just looked at me. I said, no, I meant the color of my kitchen that I grew up with, because he gave me a look like, excuse me? And I'm like, no, the color of the kitchens that I had to grow up with. I mean, maybe it's he had a whole bunch of colors. It was race car themed. It had like blue stripes up wallpaper up to about halfway, and then a bunch of car wallpaper. But yeah. Oh, I know. I don't even pretty much I tell the kids if it's not allowed in Europe, I'm not eating it. Um, I don't like the artificial dyes. They cause hyperactivity, they cause depression, and hopefully we're getting that shit out of our food. I can't even go to the grocery store anymore. I'm reading labels going, nope, nope, won't eat this. Uh, Milk, the only milk I'll drink has an A2. It's called Alexandria is a company that sells the milk, but it's an A2 milk. It's the way milk was supposed to be when they were. It's a genetic thing, I guess. That changed when cows went in and were in barns and eating the crap they're feeding them now, and I can't drink it. Yeah, Pop-Tarts are a no-go. Ritz are a no-go. Anything with BHT in this house is a no-go. Um, Plastic bottles are no. No. Well, our tap water is fabulous. It's just shy of distilled. It has its drawbacks. Um, you have to you're constantly either washing your shower curtain or just changing them out because the you get a little orange mold because there's no chlorine in the water. There's no nothing in our water. It comes from an underground river. It's delicious. I love it. It goes to Airbnbs with me because for their coffee pot, so I have my home water. You can top water carnivorous plants with it. But yeah, the kids they liked bottled. I'm like, no, I'm gonna spend good money and get you each a corksicle, a metal one. You're not drinking out of this plastic shit. So yeah. I had the love of decent foods. I had someone deliver my food, my groceries, and they're like, "Wow, you're a really healthy eater." And I'm like going, "Try to be." I still don't like vegetables, but I try to be. The what vegetables I do, they're organic, and the bread I have to buy from the bakery because the stuff that comes off your shelf doesn't mold anymore. It's like it's like the old McDonald's burger that they have in a glass that hasn't done anything for I forget how many years. That's what bread does. It doesn't mold anymore. And I'd like to get a bread machine and maybe retire the 20-some-year-old one that I have downstairs that I don't know how to use. He has to make bread. Need to get a bread maker that I can use upstairs and a newer dehydrator. I've got the old it's from the 80s. It's not Ronco. But God, who remembers that stuff? Uh, it's got the orange. Let me see if I can find it. It just cracks me up because I mean it still works, but I just want something that's smaller and easy to do. Because it was the food dehydrator when I was in school. So, but DHY. I don't think I spelled dehydrator. I can't spell dehydrator when I'm trying to think of it. There we go. With an E. Oh my God, that's not working. Jesus, it's not even one of these. Hold on. I have to put down orange. It has an orange top. That might be why I don't like it. Still not a picture of it. Yeah. It looks something like this. Hold on. Oh yeah. I don't blame you. Okay, it looks something like this, except it's the it wasn't see-through. Still nothing like it. I'll have to go downstairs one of these days and get a picture. But, yeah. Maybe it wasn't even in the 80s. Maybe it was the 70s. But yeah, it had a orange. It still has an orange top and that's electric. Nope. But I'd like something like this, one of these little square boxes, and it's all encased, and you don't heat up your kitchen. That was one of the drawbacks with that was heating up the kitchen. Still not finding anything like it. But I and they still have solid trays you can put like if you're gonna dehydrate like fruit leather or whatever. You could do it there. But yeah, my lazy ass isn't going all the way downstairs. But yeah, no, still nothing. It's just it's so old that I mean it still works, but yeah. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I have no problem. Oh, I do too. I wanna get like some good high quality uh frozen vegetables and dehydrate them and then dry can them. So if I'm in a pin, we're in a pinch with everything going on, I need vegetables for soup right out of there. So, but I would love to make my own spices. I miss, and I'm gonna have to order it from eBay. We had a wonderful store. It was called Top Foods. It was a Hagen's food. I loved getting nutmeg that I would just shave it off whenever I needed it. It was great. No store here carries it, and every spice you find on the aisle is already stale. So, oh, that sounds good. I mean, I'm one of these people, if someone makes it for me, I'll eat it, but I don't slow down and make it myself. I mean, um, I'll just eat kind of like today's food was uh one half of a Dungeness crab with butter. That was breakfast. They had them at Costco, and I think they were like 10.99 a pound, and I call them knuckles. I don't know what else people call them, but where they attach to the rest of the crab on the inside, you got that edible stuff. And so the 10.99 a pound, and I think I got 6 of them in a tray, and then I just froze them, and I have those for lunch because I could eat the whole thing at once, but it's not healthy. Oh, that just sounds good. There's a pumpkin yogurt. It's spelled Nosa. I'm not sure if it's a Greek yogurt or not. It's really, really good. I was like, "Oh, pumpkin yogurt." I didn't to me, just, I like pumpkin, I like yogurt. I didn't know they'd go that well together, but it's pretty good. I was impressed. It's what I usually have, one of those in the morning, um, with a cup of grape nuts. I need organic grape nuts, but regular grape nuts because they're 91 serving is 90% of your daily iron. I'm like, "That's perfect." So, mm. But yeah, God, watching those dating things, I've decided women are batshit crazy, especially nowadays. Like their expectations are just like, wow. Um, daughter, the guy she's been with for damn almost 2 years now. I mean, they met at the store. He was a vendor, she was a lead for what do they call it? Well, they used to call it click list, but when you pick up your groceries, people shop for you and you go to the store to pick it up. Yeah, so I mean, she didn't have any expectations that they got to be this tall, this, or make this much money or. Ooh. Oh, I'm starving. That little bit of crab did not do much. Oh gosh, that sounds good. I don't cook much anymore. Well, there's the two of us. When the youngest finally moved out, he's looking at me and going, "Are we going back to our feral ways again?" I said, "Yeah, pretty much whatever in the kitchen. That's dinner." So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, my brother, his expectation, I haven't seen the newest girlfriend. Um, Skinny and blonde. That's his type. Skinny and blonde. So I don't know what the new one looks like, but yeah, that was his type. So, and yeah, this is gonna sound terrible. Uh, Growing up, Um, because where I grew up, I would only date white people. I mean, sounds terrible, but when mother's side of the family in 61, just in the lower valley, there mother was Mexican, was 600 of them. Um, and so in 61 to when I started dating, it expanded, and um, I was just like, I don't know if they're family or not. There's some of them you can look at and go, yeah, you're a Palomares, you're related. Yeah, we're good here. Um, so oh, I don't eat as much as I probably should. What I do eat is shit. Now that I'm not drinking, chocolate has been my thing. But college, I was raised in the lower Yakima Valley. So my great uncles had hop ranches and stuff and multiple kids. Like my uncle has 10 kids. Um I went to college. So I'm sitting there. I'm in Pasco, Washington in college, and we're hanging out at the hub between classes. And I'm talking to this person. I'm kind of going, kind of looks a little familiar. And I'm talking. I'm like going, what's your mother's name? And he looks at me like, what the hell? And he's like, Teresa. And I'm like, going, do some people call her Rusty? And he's like, yeah. And I went, oh God, we're related. He was, his mom was one of my mom's cousins. So being related, and we knew it, uh, at that point, I'm sitting at the hub and I'm in a denim skirt. He proceeds, evidently, he thought it was too short to be appropriate. He proceeds to take it off take off his jacket and put it over my knees. I'm like, okay. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Ah, I know we kind of missed the other channel. We used to meet it, but things will get back into pattern and those will get started up again. So, yeah. Um, yeah, so that's another reason I just stuck to just white people because I knew they weren't related. I mean, it was safe. Yeah, you're not, and yeah, because I already knew dad's side. He had a dad. My dad's side of the family was very, very small, and we're not local. Oh no, shit! My adoptive mother that raised me was a former novice nun. She just didn't take her final vows. Talk about being raised Catholic. Needless to say, my oldest is agnostic. My youngest is pretty much atheist. She shoved religion down their throat. So, yeah. Yep, we do. Can't wait to go outside tomorrow. God, it felt so good yesterday. And I mean, even having to drag them along. It's like they're like, "Are we done yet?" No, we have to find a spot. There's not another geocache so that we can, you know, have that so they'll approve this geocache. And I and we're out there and in the sagebrush, and I'm like, hold on, guys, go watch the trail. I have to go to this little mound of sagebrush. And I said, because I took my water pill and I didn't go before we left. Yeah. I taught the 9-year-old how to pee in the sagebrush. Now I have to teach the 4-year-old. So, yeah. So tomorrow, Kristen, I'm going to be out in the hillside, out with the sagebrush. Out. Hopefully there's some flowers still. The violets were still out. The big yellow flowers were out, and they don't like fast food. I've had escargot. It's okay. Very, very garlicky. But yeah, I'm very garlicky. I ate it once and I was good. It's just like caviar. Ate it once and I was good. You know, not bad with a little bit of cream cheese and a Triscuit. Can't even eat Triscuits anymore because those aren't healthy either. So I'm just gonna be. Oh, that's why I have ugly gray skies. It's supposed to be mostly sunny here tomorrow, but by the time my ass gets out and around, it'll be about 1 o'clock here anyway, so it'll be a little bit warmer. So gimbal's charged. Might as well get that shit in the car tonight so I don't have to worry about it. But it's charged and ready to go. I just gotta remember how to use it so you guys don't get nauseous. Because it's got a little lever that you push up and down, and uh yeah, if I hit it too fast, the thing goes, "Yip!" Y'all are staring at the floor. So, is it really? It's gray here. Let me go see what the Doppler looks like without any glasses there in the kitchen. Radar. Oh, that's Ashford. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, I can see why. Turn this down a bit. I'm the blue dot, but this is coming. This is coming. I haven't bought kumquats in years. That sounds a terrible thing to say, but I haven't bought them in years. That's what it's gonna do. I am gonna get the rain. Maybe. I live in a rain shadow, so I may or may not get it. But yeah. Yeah, I learned it was cool that you have to eat those rinds and all. Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad. You just eat all of it, you know. But it's been years since I've even seen them in a grocery store. Other than just eating them like as is raw. I don't know what you'd ever do with them. Uh, my doctor's office has quince. You know, they're little bushes and they're quince bushes. And part of me wants to ask if I go out and pick the fruit, and because yeah, there's stuff you can do to them, and they make a really good jam. You just can't eat them right off the bushes because they're poisonous. Yeah, I mean they were good. I mean up here, nothing like that grows, but yeah. Oh yeah, it is. It's a pretty area though. Gosh, it's a pretty area. I haven't been that far north in 99. That's the last time I was that far north on that side of the mountains. Was 99 for my sister-in-law's wedding. And then we went up to Mount Vernon and, saw the tulips and Jesus, it's been a long time. As Brett Spinner said on Independence Day, they don't let us out much. Oh God, before I go, I gotta tell you this. So speaking of Brett Spinner, it was hilarious. Okay, so I didn't go because they go live yesterday because they put in uh smoke alarms, in here, downstairs bedrooms, hallways. And I didn't expect him to be this early. I had just washed my hair because I thought, well, I'll shower after we get back from the hillside. Just washed my hair. I hadn't even dried it. And I hear a knock on the door. And oh Jesus. Jose has a new name. Um, that is disgusting and full of germs. Um, let's see. How do I do this from this end? There we go. There we go. Yeah. So I answered hair looking like wet hair that looked like Einstein because it's curly and whatnot. And I'm like, you're early. Jeff's like, I'm gonna get this shit done. And I'm like, all right. Yeah, it is. Very. He'll come back with a different name. So yeah, I just finished getting ready while he was here, but that was cracked me up. Yeah. Um. So yeah, he just he was like, I don't know what it was later on because we are talking because he's like, that's right, you had to deal with breast cancer. I said, yeah. He goes, that reminds me, I need to call my mom later on my break because he took a break. It was his break time while he was here, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, did I look that old? And he's older than I am, so his mom has to be in her 80s. So yeah, that was pretty good. I just didn't care. I just opened the door. No makeup on, no nothing. I was just yeah. So on that note, before Jose makes a new account, I'm gonna log off. But yeah, I'll put up in the community tabs uh when I leave here because it's a 10-mile drive to the parking lot of where I'm going. So it's got to be about 30 minutes or so for me to get there and get to the gimbal all hooked up and whatnots. So I'll put it down in the community tabs when I leave, so you guys know it'll be about 30 minutes or so. So the one-to-one time. Good God. All right, guys. I'll do the typical ending. All my love, Miss Dragon. And I will hopefully catch you all tomorrow amongst the sagebrush. God, I wish you guys could smell all that stuff. It is so wonderful. All right, guys, have a good evening. Enjoy yourself. Be safe and be happy. Hey, I kind of like that one. Be safe and be happy. I need to write that down before I lose it. But yeah. And here we go. And away. Let's see. No. How do I get that off there? I need to just, yeah, no. There we go. Okay. I am gone. I love you all. I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.